The day I woke up with a strange superpower. I knew something was wrong the moment my eyes snapped open. Not because my alarm didn't ring, not because the room felt colder than usual, but because I could hear something that wasn't supposed to be heard. I heard thoughts. At first, I thought it was just a dream. I sat up slowly, rubbing my face, but the voices didn't fade. They were sharp, whispering like echoes from somewhere inside my room. Did I forget to turn off the stove? Hope I don't miss the bus today. I froze. Those weren't my thoughts. My room was empty, the door was closed, yet I could hear voices from outside, almost as if the walls had become paper thin. My name is Daniel, 17 years old, and on that morning I discovered I could hear the thoughts of anyone around me. I didn't know it was a superpower. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. I rushed out to the living room, hoping the fresh air would clear my head. My mom stood there, flipping pancakes. I walked past her, and suddenly a voice boomed in my mind. Her voice. He looks pale. Hope he's not sick again. I jumped so hard the spoon in her hand almost flew. Daniel, what's wrong? She asked. Nothing. I just forgot something in my room. I ran back and shut the door, pressing my back against it. I tried to breathe normally, but every sound, every whisper from outside felt like it was crawling into my skull. That's when it hit me. I could hear her thoughts. I could hear everyone's thoughts. And it wasn't stopping. I thought going to school would distract me, but stepping outside only made it worse. Every neighbour, every passerby, every random person on the street, their thoughts hammered into me like overlapping radio channels. Rent is due tomorrow. I should have taken the car instead. That boy's shoelaces untied. I grabbed my head. It felt like the world had turned into one giant speaker, and I was stuck listening to everything at once. Okay, Daniel, I whispered to myself. Stay calm. You're not crazy. You're just weird now. But even that didn't prepare me for school. The moment I stepped into class, it hit me like a thunderstorm. 30 minds buzzing at once, all loud, confused, emotional. And then one voice cut through everything like a knife. I hope Daniel doesn't sit next to me. He smells like chalk sometimes. I looked up. Mark, my seat partner, he avoided eye contact. I quietly changed seats. I suddenly knew more about people than I ever wanted to know. The girl who always smiled, she was hiding heartbreak. The teacher who pretended to be strict, he prayed no one found out he was struggling at home. My best friend, Toby, his mind was louder than all the rest. I need to tell Daniel something after class, but how? I stared at him, confused. He noticed. Bro, what's up? He asked. Nothing, I lied. Again, but inside, panic was growing. What did he want to tell me? And why did his thought feel heavier, almost scared? During break, things got even stranger. I was sitting alone under a tree behind the cafeteria, trying to escape the noise, when everything suddenly went silent, completely silent. No thoughts, no whispers, nothing. I looked around, heart racing. For the first time that day, the world felt normal. But the moment I stood to return to class, a deep voice echoed directly in my head. Not from anyone near me, not from a student, not from anywhere I recognized. Just one chilling sentence. So, you finally awakened. My feet froze. Who's there? I whispered. No answer. Hello? I shouted in my mind, if that was even possible. Then it came again, clearer, heavier, powerful enough to make my knees shake. Do not speak out loud. They might be listening. My heart pounded so loudly I could hear nothing else. Who are you? I asked silently. For a second there was silence. Then, someone who has been waiting for you. Moved to the old science block after school. Your life is about to change, Daniel. Before I could respond, the presence vanished, like someone had unplugged a microphone. The thoughts of students returned, loud and messy, but that other voice felt different. Older, stronger. Almost like it wasn't coming from a human mind at all. For the rest of the day, I couldn't focus. Toby kept glancing at me. Teacher's thoughts poured into my skull. I could hear every lie, every fear, every hidden truth, but nothing bothered me as much as the voice that had spoken to me. Who was waiting for me? And how did they know about this power? As soon as the closing bell rang, I packed my bag and headed for the old science block, an abandoned part of the school nobody used anymore. The hallways grew darker as I moved deeper inside. The smell of dust and old chemicals filled the air. My footsteps echoed. Then I heard it again, that deep voice. But this time it wasn't in my head, it came from behind me. You came. I turned slowly, and what I saw made my throat go dry. A tall man stood in the shadows wearing a long black coat. His eyes glowed faintly, like someone had trapped electricity inside them. He stepped forward, studying me closely. "Your mind is louder than most," he said. "You awakened earlier than expected." I don't know who you are," I stuttered. He smirked. "I am someone like you." "You can hear thoughts too?" "No," he said. "I can control them." My stomach dropped. He walked closer and whispered, "You're not the only one with unusual abilities. And you, Daniel, you're in danger." My heart skipped. In danger from who? He tilted his head slightly. "From the people who gave you this power." I took a step back. "Gave me? I didn't ask for anything." "That doesn't matter. They're watching. And once they realize you can hear more than you should, they will come for you." My breath caught. "Who are they?" The man paused, then said one word that sent a chill across my entire body: hunters. Before I could react, a loud crash echoed outside the building. The windows rattled. The man's eyes widened. "They found us." "Who?" He grabbed my arm. "No time. You must come with me now." Another crash, this one louder. Closer. The floor trembled. Shadows moved outside the broken windows, fast, sharp, unnatural. The man's voice dropped to a whisper. "Run." And then the wall behind us exploded inward. The last thing I saw was a glowing figure stepping through the dust, its face hidden behind a mask, its eyes burning with bright red light. It looked straight at me, and even without hearing its thoughts, I knew it had come for me. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Continue for the next part.